Hello, you're welcome to Agba TV. The program is Igede Culture Class, and by God's grace, my name is Mr. UK. On Igede Culture Class, we try our possible best to bring to you that particular Igede culture that needs to be discussed for you to have an in-depth understanding of. Alright, and this time around, we've been talking about Igede names and their meanings. Igede origin and how to know the meaning of your Igede name. Alright, before I forge ahead, I would like to pay a shout out to all the people that made the resources we've been using for these programs possible. Talking about the likes of Ibai Benson Egbodo, Ibai Olaje Potensi, Udi IBN Iganga, Ibai John Egomo, and other Igede literacy authors. I want to say thank you so much for making your resources available for us to use to run this program. You know, Igede heritage needs to be preserved, and this I believe is one of the ways through which they can be preserved for the future generation. Alright, if I come back, I will bring to you the topic of today. Don't go nowhere, and kindly remember to subscribe and share this video. I'll be right back. Agba TV, projecting Igede culture. Alright, you're welcome back. The program is Igede Culture Class, and today we'll be talking about how to know the meaning of your name. Alright, and it's our usual culture on Igede Culture Class not to use English as a medium of communication, but pure Igede. But for this particular edition, I will beg for us to have an exception because so many people find it difficult to understand the language, and those that don't understand the language are those that are actually seeking to know the meanings of their names. So that is why I have chosen to use English. Okay, like I said, Igede names have meanings. Alright, for those of you who think Igede names don't have meanings, of course they have meanings. I will be taking you through a few ways in which you can decode Igede names meanings, the meanings of Igede names. Alright, I'll be walking you through few steps that can help you to decode their meanings, and subsequently we'll still be bringing down Igede names and their meaning one after the other, like 1, 2, 3, telling you the name, mentioning the name, and also giving you their meanings. But for the time being, let us talk about how to know the meaning of your Igede name. So how can you do this? First of all, different tribes have different ways through which they give names to their children. In fact, while making research for this program, I discovered that some people find names through incantations for their children. Others pray, others consult their deities. What should be the name of this child? The deity suggests the name, and the name becomes the name of that child. Alright, but the Igede people don't do any of the aforementioned. Alright, in a previous video, I shared how Igede names come to be. Alright, there are 8 different ways through which Igede people name their children. Alright, I'm still going to talk about parts of that in this topic. Okay, number one thing that you should know, or that you should do to be able to decode your name, is ask questions. And these are the questions you're going to be asking. Alright, you're going to be asking that which of the categories does your name fall under? Now we have two broad categories whenever a name is given in Igede land. Number one is a direct Igede native name. Number two is a borrowed name. Alright, it can be an Igede word that was coined, alright, that was formed to give you your name, and it's still possible that it wasn't an Igede name, it was borrowed. Like maybe your dad's friend is an Igbo man and his name is Ebuka, and your father named you Ebuka because his friend contributed so much, maybe to his welfare while the wife got pregnant. I'm talking about your pregnancy. That is a borrowed name, alright? Yet, it's still possible that your dad's friend, who is an Idoma, actually helped him to become the chairman of Ojuluku government. So, your dad might decide to name you after Odogu. It becomes your name. So ask a question: if your name was a borrowed one or it was an original native Igede name. The second question you should be asking is, if it is an original Igede name, how was the name given? This is it. We have two subcategories under that original Igede native name. One is direct meaning of a name, which obviously you shouldn't be looking for it. But if it is an implied meaning, like maybe you were named after a plant, you were named after an animal, or you were named after a thing. Yes, Igede people do name people after animals. They do name people after plants. Like the plant own is Ude. Ude is one of the most popular names in Igede, and it's a healing leaf. A healing leaf, that is the name. And it was named after a plant. Another one is Inori. Inori is actually a fish, a name of a fish. So it was named after a fish. Another one is Ijo. Ijo is an animal, a tiger. So someone that is strong, as strong and fierce as a tiger, that is a name. So those are the questions you're going to be asking. Is this name named after an object, a plant, or an animal? If it is like that, you should be able to know the meaning. Alright, then the third one, ways you can know the meaning of your name, is ask questions that has to do with the systems of naming in Igede. In our previous topic, I shared 8 naming systems with us, like ways in which Igede people give names to their children. So, number one, I talked about a name that is that comes from that particular lineage. Like me now, I was named after my grandpa at my maternal home. Not my direct grandpa, my uncle. I was named after him, and his name is Odeba. He's also Obaji. Odeba now means someone that beats drum. Now, someone might say, no, what does Odeba now means? What kind of name is that? Maybe because the person doesn't understand Igede. Odeba is someone that duba. Uba is a drum. Odeba is someone that beats drum. That's the meaning of my name. I'm also Obaji. Alright? And Obaji is a giant that is respected in his community. So, try to find out if you were named after your uncle, your father, your mother, or any of your relatives. Then, if you were named after any of the aforementioned, still ask a question. The system in which that person was named. That person might have been named through any of the 7 systems that I'm about to read out. And when you find out, you should be able to know. One of the systems is they name their children after the family relations, which I've talked about. 2, they name their children after people, after their best friends, their heroes, people they hold in high esteem. Alright? Then the 3rd one is they name their children after market days. But Iyoko, Iyejo, Onike, they name children after those market days. Find out if your father or the person you were named after was named after such market day for you to know the meaning of your name. The 4th one is they name their children after animals, objects, and plants. I've talked about this countless times in this particular topic, right? Yes, they name their children after an event to mark a very huge event that happened during their time or during their reign. Okay, they also name their children in accordance with their observed habits, like a particular habit that the child displays. Parents name such child after such habit. It might be a strong person, it might be a very humble person, it might be a very corny person, it might be a very handsome person, or a beautiful person. Such traits or habits is being named after such child. Alright, take that into cognizance as well. The 7th one, which is the last one, they name their children to mark a particular location. Maybe a particular child was given birth to at a particular place. Here, okay, let's talk about this place that I am now. I'm currently at Majek in Lagos. Okay, maybe I gave birth to a child, and maybe while taking my wife to the hospital, my wife gives birth just by the roadside in Majek. Now they decide to name. I now decide to name my child Majek Road. Like, ridiculous, right? But it happens. It's one of the ways that Igede people names their children. So that is one of the ways. So while asking question, try to find out if any of the 7 ways that the Igede people give name to their children is the one that you were giving your own name. If it is one of them, then you should be able to know the meaning of your name. Yes, you should be able to know. Alright, now when you know, take for instance, I gave an example of Majek, right? Maybe I gave birth to my child at Majek bus stop and I decided to name my child Majek. Now, what I'm supposed to do is to go into findings to know the meaning of Majek. So once I've known the meaning of Majek, then I should be able to know the meaning of my own child's name. Or if I chose to only give the meaning to the child by saying because the child was given birth to at Majek bus stop, it's actually a meaning. Yes, I gave birth to this child while undergoing a particular trauma or challenge at Majek. That could be a meaning. Until we understand these things from this perspective, we'll keep struggling to decode or know the meanings of our names in Igede. So, another young family aware, dear name yuri, Aika Puja, Okela, Yela, Angochidonia, Inika, Machajina, Newfanya, Nyalanya, Nyeni, Ka, Koela, Jolumelome, Numukai, use Nyan, Beke, Lumeloma, Jawel Kaka, Jenny, Nyan, and your Kadanju. ka otijo ka dan tijo ni ja je tu yam ka le ka dan bule ka ngini yam bule ka kiti fure tu yam jum ineke wa buka o kai we ye la usho banyam ale we ka mi anyuri akato pura je tete la e we la ale o chi pe ni ola ka je itu ni yam akato urika kenya no we kijumwe kuri lenyi Igede panga le enyo le kepela vujawareni ayali Igede pele ni yeye ai pele ni vopinya bai ai pele ni va vopinya aje ai pele ni va vopinya nyedada ai pele ni va vopinya jale bai ba we lome anyway kai ti pela mi anya we ai jomo nya ai kapamile kai pele ni we viganyabu kata wili akaja le ewe ifi ole aba ujobanya no chinonya Igede Culture Class le long renew he akila le kawe ka howe okayela ujobanya omunyenyi nyoligede panga ashiwe kawe ka howe ai wore nyowa ai kaya yitu nyamowe ai kaya munyamu ai tike yitu nyamonyi. All right, Junubi, nyoyeye, anomaga mekano, share yam, kankalani, kayoke, kajapi unanya, Nkoronye lole kaileho, Agba TV, man. All right, we've come to the end of the program, Igede Culture Class, and the topic, how to know the meaning of your Igede name, has well been dealt with. And I believe that you've understood everything that we've talked about in this episode of Igede Culture Class. Kindly remember to share this video, place your comments, ask your questions at the comment section, as we will be attending to every question. My name is still Kenya Obaji, Mr. UK, the Agba Master, proud Igede son, the ambassador of Igede Nation. My name is Plenty. Thank you for watching. Kindly share. See you in my next video. Bye. Agba TV, projecting Igede culture.